That was painful.
30-something years, going on 40 years, and I have never, ever had what happened on this thing tonight happen in the middle of a debate.
My phone really never stopped.
He wasn't capable of doing any better than he did.
The panic that I am hearing from Democrats is not like anything that I have heard.
Panic inside the Democratic Party right now.
Very aggressive panic.
Universal reaction was somewhere approaching panic.
From whether he should be in this race tomorrow morning to what was wrong with him.
Should we go to the White House and ask the president to step aside?
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
It was a slow start. That's obvious to everyone. I'm not going to debate that point.
The 2024 presidential debate is over between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, and pretty much what a lot of people thought was going to happen actually happened, and that we got a front row seat to witness the end of Joe Biden's presidency and political career, because his ailing, his mental acuity, his dementia is on full display, and you cannot deny it in any way, shape, or form. At the very least, he is unfit to be president, which has left the left in absolute panic and tears. At least that's what you see from the media. I mean, everyone from CNN, MSNBC, everyone on the left, Young Turks, they're all freaking out. But I took some clips from Patrick Bet-David and his PBD podcast as they were reacting to the presidential debate, and there were some key moments that they were talking about exactly what was going on and how this was playing out, because there's some strategies behind the scenes going on as far as what to do, because I think they basically knew this was going to happen and they left him out to dry. So what's next? What are they going to do? But Patrick Bet-David has some key moments that he picked up on what he thinks is going to happen, and we're going to check that out today. So let me know in the comments what you think, folks, and let's jump in and see what Patrick Bet-David had to say.
Go back to how many of the debates we've done in the past, right? Especially with Trump. How often did moderators interrupt Trump? Every time.
Yep.
How often did moderators debate on behalf of his opponent? Every time. How often did moderators correct Trump on something he said? Every single time. Why did tonight's moderators start off with inflation? Why did they start off with economy first while that's the main pressure point? You should not be covering that first. Why has Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, why have they been so fair tonight? Why? Do you think they're sitting there like, yeah, this is great? They're almost acting like they work for Fox News. They almost act like they're Republicans, like they're going to vote for Trump. So we know that's not the case. So what else could it be? Is it the fact that they're embarrassed? Like they've already accepted the loss? Like, I can't wait to get the hell out of here. Please hurry up, sell the effing ad time so I can get the hell out of here, because this is simply embarrassing. Or maybe they know something we don't know. Maybe behind closed doors, this is what I would do. If you're my candidate and I'm one of your people working for you, I'm one of your campaign guys, I'm a heavyweight decision maker on the political party, I'd come right before, I'm like, where is he? He's in the room. I want to talk to him privately. He's right there. Okay, let me go talk to him. Joe, how you doing? Joe, how you doing, Joe? Joe, how you feeling, Joe? No, hang on a second, because we know, I'm actually not trying to be funny. There's bosses of bosses. They not go out and say, guys, it's done. Where's Gavin? Let me talk to him. Let's go to the back. Take him to the cigar lounge. I'm sitting there saying, all right, Plan B is here. We're going to know within the first 30 seconds. In 1986, Mike Tyson had his fastest knockout ever, 30 seconds. The guy name was Marvin Frazier. Donald Trump broke that record from 1986 tonight. It's over. So if you and I, as a competitor myself, who is not oblivious to think that the opponent is going to just sit there and say, nah, let him win this one. It's okay. They know what's going to happen if he gets in there. He's going to fire everybody. The one point he made, who have you fired, Joe? How come you've never fired? What a point to make. Who have you not fired, right? So I think behind closed doors, if you're somebody that thinks the Democratic community, the establishment is super competitive, which I believe they're formidable opponents, there's no way in the world they're going to let Jake Tapper and Dana Bash sit there act like they're Republicans. I've never seen anything like this before. There's something going on we don't know about behind closed doors, or they've simply thrown in the towel And I simply don't buy the fact that they've thrown in the towel. I just don't.
Yeah, if the media, the politicians, the deep state, all of them have been working for this long against Donald Trump, there's no way that all of a sudden they're just going to stop now with Joe Biden. No, they had to have known, of course they know Joe Biden's status. So they've known Joe Biden has had dementia, mental failings the whole time. So they had to know that this was bound to happen. They knew it. So I think they just left him out for the wolves because there's no way to hide it. He's already losing in the polls. So they have to have some sort of alternative behind the scenes, something going on. But from here to November, with this happening, be sure like they're going to do something crazy because honestly, they're just running out of options. I guarantee they never expected Donald Trump to go this far. But yeah, I mean, Patrick Bet-David is exactly right. Like, they're not throwing in the towel. They're not going to give up. This is a fight until the bitter end.
Look at the second one. Confusion. He looked confused half the time. Yep. Getting confused about time and place and losing your way. Difficulty concentrating. Changes in behavior or personality. Trouble with daily tasks. He had a basic task today to go through. So a part of it here is we can disagree with Obama on policies. We can disagree with Bush on policies. You can disagree with Clinton on policies. You can disagree with Senior, with Reagan, with Carter, with Trump. But let me tell you.
Like and comment if you're enjoying the video. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate it. Thanks, and let's get back in.
There's no way this is a good look for America as a country.
Correct.
There's no way, like, you know, for the people in America who love America, who are not necessarily left and right, who are very trusted and people actually listen to what they have to say, those people need to have some conversations with everybody else and say, listen, this is if I'm the enemy right now, if my name is Putin, Xi, or, you know, who is it right now?
Kim Jong-un.
Whoever it is, even the guy that replaced Raisi, if I'm any of those guys right now, if you've ever had a chance to capitalize off a weak nation, you got 130 days. Go at it.
Pat, how much you want to make a bet that they're going to be interviewing Gavin Newsom right now? How much you guys think?
They don't have a choice.
They have to.
President Biden looked exceptional tonight. No. He looked like a caring man who loves his country versus a man who all he cares about is himself. That's the script. But guess what? You can't, listen, you can manipulate anybody for an hour.
Yep.
Some for a day, some for a month, some for a year. You cannot manipulate majority of the people for 3.5 years. And the voting base that you need for them to vote for you, the ones independent, libertarian, right in the middle, what is the typical quality of an independent and a libertarian? Think about the profile of those who vote in the middle. Not the left, not the right. You got the angry patriots, right? And you got the leftists, LGBTQ, all this other stuff. Both of them, put them aside, right? What do libertarians, independents have in common? What's the one thing they're capable of doing, and why they're always going like this? Why do they always go like this?
I'll tell you what it is.
What are they willing to do?
Yeah,
Go.
They have the ability to reason.
That's it. That's the only thing.
And they have to say, all right, I'll give this guy a chance. Let me keep my emotions out of it. Let me think logically.
So the libertarian and the independent voter is one that doesn't want to be fooled, right? So they're kind of like, no, I'm not going to let this guy fool me because they've been fooled before, right? That audience that's watching tonight, they're like, what is going on tonight?
Yes.
No, you lost the most important people you needed to win over. Tonight wasn't about you winning Democrats over. Tonight wasn't about winning Republicans over. Tonight was a race of whether Trump or Biden is going to win the independents and libertarians over, and Trump won them over tonight. You can say Newsom can say whatever he wants to his base. Mm-hmm. He can say whatever he wants to his base. No one cares. The independents and the libertarians can think for themselves. You're not getting their vote. By the way, Border Patrol, to be clear, we never have and never will endorse Biden. Border Patrol Union.
By the way, that's a union. Who do unions typically vote for?
Left.
Democrat. That's the Border Control Union saying, nah, I'm good.
For those who want Trump to win, You want Biden to stay as the candidate.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You want to sit there and say, I thought he did a great job.
Please.
What a phenomenal job he did tonight. Did you see how exceptional he was?
Yeah.
Wow. He seemed like such a noble, prolific debater. And did you notice his style? His style was to mumble, to be able to confuse his opponent. And he was gaslighting his opponent.
Yeah.
And it's such a creative way. That's called genius. He's the greatest debater of all time. Like, you got to gaslight those people to say, keep this motherfucker in there. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those things. But listen, Obama is one of the most formidable guys in the space of politics, maybe ever. In our lifetime, he's there. Mm-hmm. There is no way a brain like Obama, who's a strategist, who understands what's at stake, he knows this next time around Trump's coming for his last 4 years, it's going to be very different than his first 4 years. Trump's last 4 years, he doesn't give a shit about getting reelected. See, the first term, you have to play a little bit nice. So, are we going to do this? And because you'd be in jail, and because and then you become president, like, okay, we ain't doing that shit in the first term. We're going to do it in the second term because we got to get reelected, right? Yeah. Then when you go into the second term, you're like, I don't give a shit if you don't vote for me because this is it for me. Guess what? Vroom, do it all.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's it. It's done. So, let's say that's what he's going to be doing. Guess who's shivering right there saying, dude, whatever we do, we have to delay this guy for 4 more years to not win because in 4 years, Trump's going to be 82. He's done then. We can't let this guy into the White House because if there was Twitter files, what if he hires somebody that does the FBI files? What if he brings somebody that's going to be the CIA files? What if he brings somebody that's going to do the IRS files? What if he finds paper trail and emails in FBI and say, what if he doesn't? Guys, there's no way we can let this guy win. We got to bring somebody else in. So if Barack Obama, the Clintons, have nothing to hide and they have nothing to fear, they're going to let this guy go and be the candidate. But if they did participate in any of this stuff, and they fear that a guy like him that's going to come in, that now's got he's got all these people that backing him up, they can't let him in. And they can't let this guy stay.
Let me know your thoughts about what Patrick Bet-David had to say on the PBD podcast because, pretty much they are in a rut. They know they can't let Donald Trump in. They know they can't let Joe Biden stay in here. Like, it is an absolute between a rock and a hard place. And I have no idea what they're going to pull out of their sleeve. But, at this point, they've tried everything. And now it's so bad. You know they've lost the narrative when the more they try, Trump's numbers keep going up. And that's now what's happening because they've lost the narrative. Like Patrick Bet-David was saying, those people in the middle, the rational thinkers who can look at this. There's no way that they've been sitting back for the last 5 years and been like, oh yeah, I've been paying attention and this all seems just fine. No, that combined with what just happened at the presidential debate, no, they have to know what's up. I absolutely believe, because I'm one of them. I'm not right or left. I'm in the middle. And anyone who has any say is going to look at this and be like, no way, this is not going to work. So what are they going to do? I have no idea, but it is going to be a Hail Mary. It's going to be something drastic. It's going to be something crazy, but they have got to do something in the next 130 days because otherwise, Donald Trump is going to win and they've got no one else to oppose him. But folks, thanks for watching. Take care and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate it, folks. Thanks.